People will learn from your story, and the way you deliver it is if you tell me your story and I feel like you actually care, right? Then I'm gonna wanna buy from you. It's just a great way to win. Is it the way for you to win? I don't know.
What advice would you give to entrepreneurs that want to do this, like say content? Take that example. You're not going to make money doing it initially. It can take a while to monetize, to get the following. Do you recommend people stick to their jobs? If they have 9 to 5? Like what kind of framework?
Sure, okay. So it's a couple things. Let's unpack that. There's always room for quality at the top. There's always room for quality. And your story is unique, and you being able to tell your story and what you went through and what the most painful moment was for you and helping those people is different than who I can help, right? So I love community. That's why we're doing this, but I don't love it as much as him because my problem wasn't so much isolation. It was a piece of it, but he could do it way better than I could. Or if somebody has a drug addiction or somebody almost committed suicide, I can't help. I've never been on drugs. I never was so far that I wanted to commit suicide.
You see a lot of those channels popping up, like
great, but within that, there's still your story, your version, your take on it.
So you think the whole thing is just going to proliferate and all kinds of channels are going to pop up and all kinds of
for sure,
values that be
because your path, people will be able to learn from. Why do you watch my channel when you could watch somebody else? And you're probably watching other people's channels too, but there's something about my style that resonates. Okay, awesome, right? So people will learn from your story and the way you deliver it. A lot of the people who I profile on the channel are actually saying the same thing. If I profile, Oprah Winfrey and Eric Thomas. Do you know Eric Thomas? No. Eric Thomas is he's a preacher, a hip hop preacher. Or Jocko Willink. Yeah. Great. Oprah and Jocko say a lot of the same things. Jocko is going to be really angry and kind of yell at you through it, right? And Oprah is going to hug her way through it. But if you look at the underlying message, it's still a lot of the same things. Your voice is needed. You're going to come in with a different way of doing it. Maybe you take it from a fatherhood approach, right?
Would you say that that same approach still applies to any area of business, coming at it from your personal style?
People connect to a person way more than a company. Right. It's not that they can't connect to a logo, but they're way more likely to connect to a person. Use that to your advantage. Right. If you're going up against big competition and you're trying to go up and just be a logo, it's a lot harder to win. Yeah. Versus if you tell me your story and I feel like you actually care, right? Then I'm going to want to buy from you. And I'll pay more to buy from you because I feel like I'm not just a number when I work with you. But to your point of, should I quit my job or not, right? Should I still do my job for full-time while I do this on the side? That's really a personality question. Right. Are you the kind of guy who has to go all in to get results? Or can you do it part-time, evenings, weekends? I like testing things on a small scale. Right. I hate spending money till I'm making money. I would never quit my job to go and do something and hope that it works out. But not everybody's like that. Some people, the only way they can have success is if they burn the boats. Right. It's the only way. Because it makes sense, yes, just spend an hour every night working on your business and you'll get momentum, right? And that can work, and that will work, but a lot of people won't stay consistent on it. And the only way that they can get themselves to do it is if they have no other choice. Right. So which one are you?
I already quit 6 months ago.
Okay, great. There you go.
You know what? It was probably the hardest thing I did.
Yeah.
It's such a mindset shift and just adapting to being an entrepreneur, working for yourself. There's a whole bunch of challenges, as you know.
And are you making content? Is that the game?
I'm doing music.
Okay.
And then I have a lead generation business.
What kind of music do you do?
Pop.
Like, are you a singer or guitar or what?
No, so I do mixing.
Okay.
On the engineering side. I partnered with a producer that's
okay.
established.
Yeah.
I built his socials, built my website.
Yeah.
Business kind of contracts. And I'm taking a cut. So I partnered out basically. So that happened recently in the last 3-4 months.
Great.
So it's just like in the last couple of months, I've kind of like catching my breath.
Yeah. So there's lots of ways to win. Content doesn't have to be the way that you go, right? It could be more partnerships. It could be referrals. It could be doing a kick-ass job for your current clients so that they can't help but talk about you to everybody else. right? There's a big difference between just being good and getting the job done and going way above expectations and crushing it for them so that they want to talk about you to all their friends. You don't have to be in the content game. It's just a great way to win.
Right.
Is it the way for you to win? I don't know. Right? When I took over this business, so I owned this business, I invested in it and then acquired it, and I brought on somebody to manage it. His name is Alex. You may see him around. I said, there's 10 ways that we can grow this business. You have to pick 2. Because we can't do all of them well. You won't be able to do referrals well, and lead generation well, and social media well, and creating content, and you won't. You'll suck at all of them. Right. So pick 1 or 2 and just be great at it, and you can win. And that maybe means forget about content. I'm not here saying you have to go off and win on YouTube. I want you to win.
Have we thought about outsourcing that, getting somebody to come on board and help with that?
You can. It won't pop if it's outsourced because it's missing the heart. But it doesn't necessarily need to pop because you're going to build your business through referrals and doing great work or partnerships. Right. And maybe you only need 5 killer partnerships and you've got an awesome business, right? If you have a podcast or interview show and want me to be a guest on it, I have 2 options for you. There's a link right there next to me. Go click it, and I look forward to being a guest on your show.